Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, it's kind of exciting because Minecraft just dropped a new snapshot and I want to kind of walk y'all through everything that they added. Starting off with some of the lighter features, they finally added wool slabs and wool stairs for every color. This is super cool, but I kind of feel like we're a little bit tardy to the party on this because we definitely should have seen this in like a way earlier update, but better late than never, as they say. Another cool feature that they added, which I have to get a crafting table for this one, they made it to where you can craft mushroom stew and suspicious stew with two of the same mushrooms. So now you don't need red and brown mushrooms, you just need two of each, which is pretty cool. Now it's time to get on to the meat and potatoes. So, what did they add? They added a new biome, which it's pretty much always a good day whenever they add a new biome. It's cool to see. It means we get new blocks, and well, we did. So in this forest, there are trees, of course, and they have 3 different colors of leaves on them instead of just one, which is pretty cool. There's red, yellow, and orange. Super vibrant, super pretty, and I love the ground and the color of the grass. I think it makes it stand out a lot more. This is probably one of the better biomes they've added. It's super cool. Moving on, what comes of this biome is, of course, the new tree, the poplar tree. And this is what the sapling looks like. This is the actual tree bark. So this is what an unstripped log looks like of the poplar wood. This is a stripped version of it, and here are all the leaves. And you can see they made like pretty much the entire set of wood out of it. You can make planks, your stairs, your slabs, your fences, your fence gates, hanging signs, doors, button, pressure plate, your regular sign, and then your shelves. And they also made boats. So pretty much everything that every other type of wood has. I'm not really sure how I feel about the planks and stuff like that. It's more pale wood, but we already have that, but it's just grayer than the actual pale oak. Like, I don't know, it's like it's darker but still just kind of bland looking, and so I'll be honest, I'm not a super huge fan of it. However, I do really like the texture and the color of the bark of the actual like tree trunk, so overall it's not too bad. And I mean, the look of the biome itself does very much make up for that, so can't really complain too much. An important thing to know that it says in the patch notes for this is that this biome can only be found near cold biomes. And one thing I noticed is that these spruce trees are just kind of spawning here. So what it looks like to me is a cold biome kind of like spawned, and then the dappled forest just sort of like overlapped and spawned on top of it because it saw that it was a cold biome. One thing I did forget to mention is there's these like shrubs that spawn in the dappled forest. Are pretty cool. I like the color of them. Could be used for some pretty cool decorations. They also added mushrooms. They're called shelf mushrooms. You can get a small and a large variant, and apparently they're bouncy. Yeah, you can bounce on them, and in order to grow them into large ones, like artificially, you just use bone meal. So pretty cool. But there is a new structure they added as a part of this update too, which I thought was pretty cool. It is an abandoned campsite. So if you do /locate structure, we'll just locate this and then teleport to it. And here it is. This is what you'll expect. The chests are not guaranteed, and I'm gonna show you more, but sometimes these trees will be like falling over, and it'll be like the tree fell on top of the tent and destroyed it basically. You can also find, at most of them I find for this is like kind of diverse. You can get shears, fishing rods, I've seen pickaxes, axes in here, and apparently you can get armor, which I haven't seen yet. But one thing you can also get from these, which I thought was super cool, is you can get fireworks. So what we're gonna try and do is find another one and see if we can get lucky. We'll go to the cherry grove, and whichever biome you're at where you find this, the wood like fences that the tent is made out of usually is made out of the wood from the biome. You can get rabbit hide. You can also find leather pretty common in these, which is cool. And here you go, fireworks and more copper armor. So pretty cool. One thing I did forget to mention is these are made out of the, you probably already noticed, but it's made out of the wool stairs. So you can just, I'm pretty sure you can just dye these and make them whatever color you want. So if you want some free stairs, just mind that. For the abandoned camp structures, there will be a list on screen of all the biomes you can find them at. So if you want to go hunting for them, it'll be right here. I'm not going to go over some of the technical changes of the update. As far as actual like physical items go, this update's, I mean, it's not super huge, but it's also not bad either. And I think it's at least cool to see some diversity when running around your world, and especially something as colorful as this. Like, it's definitely better than like the Pale Garden, in my opinion, as far as looks go. And there's no weird Slenderman mobs walking around, so it's just a normal, you know, forest, but just super pretty. Overall, it's not bad, and we did get the wool and stuff out of it, so can't complain. It's not a bad update by any means. I'm hoping that they'll maybe add more, because again, this is just a snapshot. I hope y'all enjoyed. What are your thoughts on the update, and what would you like to see? Let me know. Anyways, don't forget to smash like, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.